All praises to the horizon, peace and wisdom. Wise Solace here. Can I get a sound check, please? What's going on, Drea D? Peace and wisdom, Joshua Hall. And everyone else that's in attendance. I'm just waiting on a sound check. I'm not sure if I'm clear over the water. I want to do this very important video for the youth, as well as the adults. Peace and wisdom, Drea D. So if you have children, teenage children, young adults, it's a very good, very important video for them. Now I'm giving you guys a chance to get in. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. Give me a thumbs up as well. Now, of course, the title says, why are the youth getting killed and going to jail so frequent? There's a specific reason for that. And so I want to explain why that is. Maybe you guys can, adjust, get the life on the right track. If you're young out there. If you're older, I guess you can co-sign this video as truth, being as though the youth listen to whoever is most popular, not who's most authentic. So, if you're popular, I guess you can second this video after I drop it. Now, of course, I'm about to begin. I'm giving you guys a chance to get in here. If you have any questions, you can ask. I'm not like the famous. There is no question you can't ask. I live on real time, so anything that I say, if someone feels it's wrong, I want you to challenge it. You understand? Meaning y'all live different in today's times. Y'all don't want anyone to test what y'all say or test y'all. You just want it to be taken by word. I don't necessarily live on that. Meaning I say I'm the wisest, I kind of throw it in you guys' face. I want y'all to test it. My saying I'm the wisest ain't good enough. And if that's all it takes for y'all to just accept it and run away, then you get it? That's how I feel. Y'all have to test it. There's no going around it. And it's the same with anything I've ever said. If I'm displaying 52, I expect someone to test it. That's what it's there for. And that's not, I don't know how to explain it. That's not, that's man stuff. Anything you doing, it should be, if I got a shoe on a display, it's for you to try it on. See if it's your size, whatever the case may be. Now, I'm not saying I'm here to present information or different, skills and things to be challenged. But everything has to be challenged to make sure that it's authentic. But it doesn't have to be, you get it? Every second of the day type of thing. Life ain't about competition. But you have to be challenged in whatever you're saying. Now, whatever I'm saying, I just speak from experience. And so, either you have an eye and you can see, some people don't. It's for you to test whatever I said, or whatever I display. It's for that. It's no big deal to me. Meaning I wouldn't take an offense. Now let's get into this deep wisdom. Peace and wisdom, Oval. Glad to have you back, young champ. Peace and wisdom, Dwayne Hutchison, Mariam Ali, everyone else, Marcel Savago. Hopefully I'm clear. It's a little windy on my side, but this is okay. Now, the reason that the youth are going to jail and getting killed at an all-time high rate is because of this simple thing. You have snitches and you have stand-up people, right? In today times, you have this thing where people are labeling people snitches that are not snitches. And they're overlooking people that are snitches because they have some type of tie to them or something. Follow me. Now, what happens when you do that is this. If someone's authentic and you say they're a rat, and you're aligned with the rat but you don't say anything, what you do is put yourself in a position where all you're surrounded with is rats. That part. This is what y'all are really living in real life. Meaning y'all have hella real dudes out here labeled as rats, and y'all have hella rats labeled as solid. It's like a trade thing. Now, the weak person may have opportunity or whatever the case may be. Maybe it's just the following thing. I wouldn't know. But you have that happening a lot. Now, I suppose if you're young, you say, well, if they ain't calling me a rat, it wouldn't matter. I'm just going to go with the flow of things. Indeed. But when you do that, now you don't know who you have around you. You get it? And so y'all pretty much have nothing left in the streets but rats. And so this is why the youth are going to jail at an all-time high, because the youth is what's targeted by those in the streets. Meaning every generation you have a new group of youth coming up. They're targeted by those already in the streets. If those that's already in the streets are your snitches and rats who have overthrown the real people, then all these children have is to come into a lifestyle where they're going to go to jail and get killed. You get it? So it's a deep thing. Be mindful. Be mindful of these things if you were youth. You make sure you know everything. Don't depend on hearsay. I say that because this is why y'all are dying. Y'all are going to jail because y'all are being misled, you know, by popularity, I suppose. And y'all, you know, flowing in that way is causing y'all to get y'all heads plucked off. You got to understand, if you're following people that's not really how they portray, they don't know how to move if they really ain't like that. All they can do is mimic at their best. When you dealing with them streets, you got to know how to maneuver. It's like any trade in life. If you're a plumber, you have to know what you're doing. And it's a specific thing that you're doing. The streets is no different. A lot of y'all look at the streets as just, you know, the neighborhood. If you out there in them streets, them streets is a corporation, no different than no other. And you better know the tricks of your trade. Otherwise, a lot of y'all children gonna be going, because you got new generations coming every year. So they gonna be in them pokey. It's inevitable. I'm speaking from experience, meaning I'm positive this is what's happening. You do have real dudes that know that, but they may be attached to somebody who a little weak. They may have, how can I put it? If I got a bag, right? Let's say I'm famous and I have a bag. If I say somebody that's real as a rat, all the people that's with me and eating off me, they gonna go with what I say to keep, you know, keep getting their finances. When that happens, you get it? The real the real come under the fake. Meaning y'all living at times where the solid people come under the fake. 6ix9ine and his whole crew, the Treyway, all them gangsters came under 6ix9ine. You get my point? Y'all are like moving so strange. It doesn't even have to be like that. Meaning 6ix9ine could still be a big star and doing everything he did if those gangsters pretty much smoothed everything out that he have created all of this time. Meaning whatever problems he caused, them gangsters was supposed to step in, smooth that over, let it be known he not no gangster. We not letting him portray that. He gonna make his music. We gonna make sure he don't do what he ain't supposed to. You get my point? It's not about letting him do what he want and call shots. This is about you keeping your life. Meaning 6ix9ine weak at that moment. It ain't about them having to do nothing he say. It's about him having to do what they say. Or he just gonna be out in this world with a big bag and nobody to protect him with it. And so he have no bargain. He have nothing to say. He have to go with what you say. So in the past you have like famous rappers and singers, but they have like people behind them bullying them from the streets and things like that. In today times, it's reverse. The weak person get the bag, then the real people start to follow and do what they say, but they not solid, so they don't truly know what to do themselves. You get my point? It's like being put into a position that you don't measure up to, but people still have to take your call. And so if you calling shots and don't know what you doing, this ain't good. And so this is what y'all are kind of living. Y'all have to grasp these things. This is if you know you're one of the young out there. Or if you watching a lot of, y'all have gangsters that y'all watch on TV. The Playhouse thing and all of that with Whack 100 and all of them. Whatever gangsters y'all are watching that's on YouTube and different little Playhouse things, they done with being a gangster. You get my point? So they not telling y'all the actual factuals. They are conducting business. Whether Whack 100 is a real gangster or not, when his ass on here, he conducting business, and you better not never forget that. And so whatever he say, it don't gotta necessarily be right in regards to the streets, as long as it's right in regards to him conducting business. And the business he conduct ain't in the street. You get it? Like that. Y'all are listening to Whack, not realizing Whack is in y'all realms. He's going to tap dance around what y'all want to hear somewhat. He's not going to just shove the straight truth down y'all mouth. You get it? You got a lot of the gangsters altering what is gangster and what's not. Meaning they'll say 6ix9ine is a civilian, even though 6ix9ine can't be a civilian. If you running with gang members and you get caught up in them streets and locked up with legitimate charges, how are you a civilian? How was 6ix9ine a civilian? Where he work? You get my point? But they could play on the lines of it and say, I'm a gangster, and so I'm saying he ain't no gangster. But technically, 6ix9ine is a gangster because every gangster, when they start, they are 6ix9ine. A little kid that's goofy and ain't that tough. And they learn their way and earn their way. Which is the same thing y'all see happening with 6ix9ine. That part. How y'all forget that? Meaning y'all keep saying 6ix9ine ain't a gangster. He what every 17, 18-year-old gangster is when they first join. Some of y'all just now joining the gang. You a bozo. You softer than 6ix9ine was. You get it? That part. Y'all making a way where a person can play gangster or be a gangster and then hop out of it and say, no, I'm not. I'm a civilian. No, it don't work like that. This how y'all die. And so hopefully I'm clear. Hopefully no one's taking offense. That's not what this video is for. This video is strictly just to save the youth. Meaning those that's... Whatever youth listen to me, so I suppose y'all won't be dying and going to jail if y'all taking heed to what I'm saying. Now I want to be straight up. Most youth ain't gonna listen to me. Most OGs listen to me. Meaning I'm 39. When I was coming up, all the people y'all got now like 35, 36, 37. You got niggas locked up in jail. They run to jail. These is people that came up under me. Meaning there's people my age out here. All that generation under my generation, some of them come from me. Some of them come, you get it? But they all come from up under somebody from another generation before theirs wing. And so these are the kind of people that's listening to what I say. You get my point? 35, 36. These are the people that was 18, 17 when I was 21, 22 in the streets. I'm who they was watching, so if they click on now, they gonna listen. You get my point? But they not gonna necessarily tell the youth coming up under them, listen to what he say. You get my point? Because the way y'all live now is different. Y'all may turn on them and say, nah, we do things like this now. So everybody just trying to make sure they are right, I suppose. I'm not sure, but... The streets was made as a ploy for, you know, your inner city black people to go to jail. It was made for that. All the gangs and all the street activity that we have, it was designed for us to fall into it and go to jail. There was a time where we controlled it, meaning we was fully aware that it was a trick. And so we tapped, danced, and played with this trick. Meaning if you're aware someone's playing a trick on you, so you can kind of play with their trick and benefit off it because the joke's on them truly. You know how to maneuver around what they're doing because you already know it's a trick. Y'all are not moving in that way where y'all move like y'all know the streets is a trick and so y'all got to keep things tight. And you have certain rules instilled for that purpose. Y'all are moving like the streets is y'all own thing that y'all made up. And so y'all can do whatever y'all want. Nobody can do whatever they want because the street thing wasn't made up by street figures. It was made up by the government to capture. It was made by the government to create street figures and then to, you know, capture them. And so technically, whoever's a street person, you got to understand when you're dealing with black people, man. We ain't invent crime. We ain't had no reason to. You understand? And so whatever aspects of crimes exist in life and we fall into it, we don't make crime. We are squeezed into it. Meaning y'all ain't gonna get shit. And so y'all gonna have no choice but to go that route or starve. This is what happened with the natives of the land. Your colonizers came, they started taking up all the space, building up homes, developments, people are working and all of this stuff, and the natives of the land ain't got no space for them to grow food and things like that. And so now they ain't got no choice but to either go be a part of the city and get a job and be a slave or starve. The same system's happening now, meaning they create these things for us to fall into, you know, crime. And then they don't give us equal opportunity so that we don't have no choice but to fall into it. Now, what I'm saying is in the past, we knew this at least. We were aware, like, okay, They got the little street shit out there, man. Ain't giving us no job, so we might have to play around, run some numbers. You know? Illegal numbers. We might have to run some numbers, move a little product. But we fully knowing that the game we in is a trick. And so we move in caution. You follow every law and every rule that come with it, which is to help us from, falling into this trap. Same way y'all call it. I'm in a trap. So you see how I'm say, like, in my day, we were aware that this was a trick. So you have T.I., he my age. He got a song that clearly say exactly what I just said. Y'all have a whole phrase where y'all call the streets the trap, which is something from my day, but y'all don't live as if it's that. Some of y'all listening to me now, y'all like, man, what he's saying is bullshit. Everything I'm saying is straight truth. T.I., all the elders y'all have lived by what I'm saying. A lot of them don't no more. That's what I'm telling you. But if you go look at them in that time, you will see they are like everything I'm saying. Meaning everybody knew what to do or what they wasn't supposed to do back then. But everybody's acting like they don't now. The youth don't. So y'all just y'all falling into the trap. Meaning y'all have this perspective that the streets is the wave. We didn't come up like that. The streets was a trap. We was gonna tap dance and play with it and make it something else. Like dudes were selling dope, getting barbershops and little stores, anything they could, a Frank stand, whatever. But he's gonna make sure he had him some illegal work off of that bad deed. It wasn't about staying there. It was about turning them lemons into lemonade and a little vagina on the side. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that last part. Turn them lemons into lemonade, you attract a little woman, a little vagina on the side of you too. So that's what that was about. Stretching nothing into something and some more stuff, This is the woman on the side, but try to follow, try to grasp. Big who said. And if you thinking, nah, he a bozo, he don't know what he talking about. Whatever y'all got is tough and fly, they don't even measure up. Y'all stars ain't even flyer than me, so let's be real. I miss telling you real shit. I kick back by the riverside, I relax, Ain't no bugs over here, Ain't nothing but, y'all know I'm a sorcerer, so got my seaweed out here. If I want to make me some chloroform and shit, run up behind one of you niggas and knock you out. Everything I need out here, Roots, baby. I don't even play no more. I don't even need guns or nothing no more. It's about the roots, baby. Nah, fuck your whole village up. I'll infect your whole village, blood. Don't play with me. Whole village be in wheelchairs trying to figure out what the fuck going on. And so it's about knowledge, man. It ain't about all of that fake tough stuff. The toughest nigga's the wisest nigga. And so that's me. Big who's meaning I fuck y'all. Whoever y'all got is tough, I'll fuck them over in a whole bunch of good ways. I don't even have to be alive no more. They still gonna be suffering from what I did to them generations later. I mean, give them a whole virus. Like, I'm ruthless with this. All I do all day, lock in the crib and just work on my sorceries and my knowledge. Real spit. And so, get on board. And I ain't a weirdo either. Like I said, I'm smooth silence. See, you have to understand. I know I appear as a street person. Y'all see me, I look like y'all rappers. All your common drug dealer. The boss one though. He wears nice shoes and slacks. Things like that. Y'all don't realize when I was in them streets, so I'm mixing baking soda and cocaine. This is Sorcery. This is roots. Cocaine comes from a plant. Baking soda is a chemical salt. I'm cooking cocaine all that time, not knowing I'm a sorcerer. You get it? I'm not realizing I'm doing roots. And so I get nice with it. I've learned little tricks how to blow it up, make it look like more than what it truly is in weight wise. Put some yeast on that thing. Many different tricks. I don't want to go into all of that. This video ain't, to get you guys picking up my old tricks that I used to use. But the thing is this. All them dudes in the streets are chemists. Meaning that's chemistry mixing baking soda and cocaine. But that's the only recipe I don't want to say that's the only one. Some mess with heroin. And so they cut that up. But the point I'm making is that's all chemistry. It's illegal chemistry. Of course, y'all should be able to see why it's illegal chemistry, because you can get filthy rich. And so you live in a system where you're not allowed to just get rich without the government being able to tax and control how rich you get. So that's why that's illegal. Like, real spill. Now, of course, if they didn't make cocaine plants illegal and it was just growing everywhere, I don't want to say that. I was going to say people wouldn't be as addicted as they are, being as though it would just be easy access. Meaning people in Mexico ain't going crazy off cocaine like that, because that shit's just some shit in the backyard for them. They don't care that much. They will give all of it to America for money. Like, you get it? Like that. America, we got hella money here. We don't care about no money. We will blow a whole bag at a strip club, just throwing it in the air. We don't care about money. Money's easy in America. So you get my point? Like, whatever you have easy access to, it ain't no mean nothing to you. I'm making that point because some of y'all like, nah, ain't nobody trying to give up no cocaine. Man, y'all will give up money. Y'all don't. People will kill for money. Y'all will just throw that shit away at the strip club. It don't mean nothing in America to an American. Money damn near grow on trees in America. In perspective. You get my point? And so we just move about with it foolishly. It ain't no big deal to us. And so that's how them heron and poppy plants over in Asia and them places where the stuff grow and it's like regular. Ain't nothing to them. They don't care about it. They ain't running around all dope the fuck up. That's us. They ain't all in Asia dope the fuck up. We in Asia and coming back from Asia doped up. You get my point? So it's deep. Oval said, Solace, what's that substance spelled that allows the dead to come back to life? Anastasis. Yes, it's anastasis. I can bring dead people back to life, but I'm going to jail if I do so. This is something I just couldn't prove to y'all. But bringing people back from the dead is just chemistry, meaning a mixture of substances. The same way y'all have anesthesia, which is a mixture of substances that will knock y'all out and put y'all in death. You got the reverse of anesthesia. It's called anastasis. It's one of your ancient seals. A seal is a mixture of drugs. It has an entity's name like Baal or whatever. So this is what a seal is. Like I said, I'm a sorcerer, so I know all of this stuff. Don't worry about it. I'll fuck you up real good. Don't play with me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. But it's real, like. I know y'all have hella people all here. I'm a sorceress. I'm a that. Yo, I'm it for real. Like, I will fuck your life up. You'll have a disease, my nigga. I'll put you on new drugs you never even knew existed. Like, I'll fuck you up. You won't even know you're getting fucked up. Because what I'm doing to you ain't even known. Like, it's nothing to label it as. Like, oh, he put this on him. I don't know what I put on you. They don't even know something put on you. You just fucked up. Like that. like I'm nice with this. Don't worry about it. See, this is what I do, man. Neighbor pulling the boat out. I should go run and jump on the back, right? So deep, right? Run and dive on the back like on the movies, like. You get to try stupid shit. Ain't nobody out here tripping. This retirement land, baby. Everybody over here retired. Niggas don't got time for y'all bullshit. Come out here and fish and chill. Ride old boats that don't work that good no more. Like, shit fucked up. He ain't get nowhere. It's a deep thing. Salam, shalom. But yeah, when you're dealing with what the young man asked, anastasis, this is where you get you can also call it Anastasia. That's where that name derives from. But Anastasia or anastasis is what it was called in the past. If you look up resurrection, which is to raise someone back from the dead, you're going to see anastasis in parentheses. That's why that's there like that in parentheses. Because anastasis wasn't the ancient name for resurrection. It was the ancient drug mixture for resurrection. So you get it? Y'all have the word resurrection. They had the actual thing that do it. It was called anastasis. Oval said, how do you make it? Do you have $1,000,000? Otherwise, I wouldn't tell you that. This is what the Salem witch trials and all of that was about. They were killing, people that understand what I've just told y'all. Basically, the roots. Roots being, the roots of the plants. That's where all these substances is coming from. So they made all the good ones illegal, like DMT, ayahuasca, peyote cactus. They made all that shit illegal because these is the ones that, you do that with. Hey, Papa, I'm recording. You don't mind being on camera, right? Cool. Getting busy out here. You don't even need bait. Just reel and catch. Try to give y'all a better view. They out here getting busy, listening to that big Usia word. I'm a legend. So ain't nothing better than coming to fish and then listening to that deep knowledge at the same time. You can't beat that. They get themselves up there, cast that reel out there, kick back, and listen to this deep knowledge. Sometimes they even dig a little fire. They even dig a little hole in the dirt, set up a fire pit. Somebody go get the little, the grill part of your stove that you pull out, that you put your little tin pans on when you're baking some meat. Somebody will go get that from their crib, throw that over that hole. Man, they will scale that fish right out here and cook it up. I ate a whole meal out here one day. The best meal I ever had. White rice, steamed vegetables, and steamed fish. Fresh caught. Fresh plucked rice. Fresh plucked vegetables. All made right, out of a fire hole. They put that pot of rice down in that hole and let it simmer there for about 2 hours. Softest, best rice I ever had. You gotta know that skill. Them West Indians, they know what they be doing. Meaning if you ever outside, lost in the wild, you got a West Indian with you, you gonna be alright. They know how to make food. Outside, nothing. Real food where you like, damn, this look like somebody made this shit in the oven and it tastes good. It be seasoned and all that. I don't even know where they get the seasoning from. I think they get it from rocks. If you ever licked a rock, that shit salty as fuck. They bake that shit with rocks. They crafty, man. Y'all got to learn how this go. It says some rocks on that fish while they cooking it. That shit be nice and salty. Best fish yet. So what kitchen products can I use to make a seal? Well, seaweed will help you make chloroform, but of course you can just use Clorox and nail pop. Let me shut the fuck up. Y'all think it's a joke. I'm cold blood nasty with this shit, blood. I can give y'all fucking cocaine. It ain't cocaine though, but you gonna feel like you on cocaine. Then you might die. I'm not sure what's gonna happen, but everything I just said will get high. Damn, people said Mr. Call. And so, like I said, man, most of these things y'all already got in your house. Back in the day, all the things y'all have in your house, household products, these things had to be made from scratch, directly from the root. If you wanted Clorox, you had to make Clorox. And so you get it? This is where seaweed kick in. That part. So it's a deep thing. Nutmeg. Nutmeg's the best. 2 tablespoons of that. Whoo, I'll blast you off to heaven, baby. You think you was on DMT, baby. Trust me. Give you a nutmeg shake. You might die. You gonna see everything they see on DMT. See, nutmeg, cinnamon, these things is spices. So, these things is technically poisonous, but we just use a little bit of it, but up the ante. That's why when y'all try to like swallow a tablespoon of cinnamon, then y'all almost die. Like you might have seen that on YouTube. A person trying to like swallow a whole tablespoon of cinnamon, then they just start gagging. So like I said, man, your spices, it starts there when you're learning these practices. You got to start with your spices before you get down into the root. You messing with the root now, you got to know your plants like angel's trumpet, the different plants, and where the substance lies, either in the leaf, stem, or the root. You going down into the roots. You going down into. I don't even care if you talking fruit. When you going down into the root and the seed, you going down into the poisons. The poisons is, when I say poisons, I'm speaking like DMT. When people use DMT, they have that effect that they have because technically DMT is a poison, and if you take too much, you'll die. You have to know the amount. Meaning when people take DMT, they take in a specific amount. They ain't just biting into no peyote cactus. You get my point? You'll fucking die. Same with poppy plants, coca plants. They ain't just taking that raw, they'll die. You got to process that over. Do it right. So when I say poisons, I'm speaking like that. Things that y'all ain't technically supposed to be ingesting because it'll fuck you up or put you in a psychoactive state of mind. Excuse my language. Oval said, is there a book I can learn these poison plants? The practice was banned. They killed all the witches, meaning you have Salem witch trials. This was in 1600s. I have that written in my what magazine is that in, if anyone remembers? I think it's in the Spirit is the Spine magazine, but in the no, it might be in Solace Knowledge 4. I think it's Solace Knowledge 4, but I explain in that book, about Tituba, which is basically a famous witch of that time. She basically ratted on a white lady and her kid. So the white lady and her 5-year-old daughter got whacked. Tituba was black. She slid off. Like, black people crazy. She don't teach the white lady sorcery, then blame her. Like, blamed her and her daughter. Got them whacked while she slid off. Tituba was a Colombian lady. But Colombians is black. But in today's times, y'all view them as white. But she was a dark-skinned Colombian with an afro. cold blooded with the witchcraft, meaning she knew roots. She kind of got out of getting killed because she ratted on, a white lady and her daughter who probably didn't even really know that shit. They were just learning. Like, you got to remember, in this times, anybody got caught up with that because all the products that we have in our household are being made from scratch. So everybody's playing with the roots, but you get it? In terms of, making that kind of other stuff. No. The point I'm making is they killed all the witches. All the witches is basically the scientists that work for the pharmaceutical industries. And they don't deal with the public. They just deal with the pharmaceutical companies, $1 billion shit. It's for sale now. And so they give y'all all the pills, which is seals, mixtures of drugs in one capsule. So this is what a seal is. When I say seal, you're thinking like spirit summoning practices and seals of the different demons. Yeah, that's what a pill is. A seal. A mixture of drugs that will send your ass to a certain entity to have you spaced out like you just did LSD or something. Like that. So you mix weed and cocaine. That's a wooly. Now your eyes is bleeding, meaning they bloodshot red. You look crazy and shit. Your mind you're just crazy, like you get it, like that. That's a seal, a mixture of drugs. Fuck you up real good. Y'all live this stuff now. You get it? In the past, what y'all live is sorcery. They would tell y'all like, oh, they put spells on y'all. A mixture of drugs, a mixture of substances. Y'all taking Xannies, Molly. All of these things are seals. Mixture of drugs that will fuck you up bad. They sell it to y'all. They prescribe it to y'all. If you got mental issues, so then they prescribe you like Seroquel and, seals. Shit to fuck you up. So in the past, y'all would just basically be under the witch's spell. This is when you addicted and shit. That's what it is to be under the witch's spell, because the witch is dealing with the substances from the plants, the mixing and merging of them. They gonna cause, addiction and shit. Same way y'all pills do. That's why I have like a warning label. So like in the past, you be under the witch's spell, meaning you addicted and shit. So now you looking for the witch. You do whatever the witch tell you to do just for a fix. Like, so it's a dangerous thing, meaning you can enslave somebody. The drugs y'all take, y'all addicted to. If y'all ain't have access to them, y'all will do anything somebody said that can give them to you. A nigga in jail will kill somebody for one cigarette. They ain't allowed to have cigarettes. I know to you like that sounds stupid as fuck. Man, if you addicted to fucking cigarettes and you ain't had one in a whole fucking week and you like, damn, I need a cigarette. And a nigga like, man, you gonna be in here for 8 more years. I got one for you though, but I need you to do something for me. You like, man, I'm all ears. What you need me to do? That's how real this shit is. Meaning, y'all got easy access to drugs and shit, so y'all don't understand. Like, it ain't that bad. Man, if this was back in the day where y'all couldn't just go down to the weed man or go to the store and buy weed and shit, buy cocaine and all of this, you gotta actually know how to grow and farm that and know how to mix and merge the different drug substances depending on what drug you speaking of. If you was a crackhead in the past, where you was getting crack from? You got to know how to make crack. That part. You addicted to crack, ain't got no fucking where to get it from. That part. You somebody's slave now. You gonna do whatever they tell you. It could be the worst thing you could think of. You gonna do it. Cause you like, I gotta get high. Like that. All the drugs y'all do now, if y'all had to make them on y'all own, y'all don't know how. Y'all would do whatever the person giving it to you tell you to do. They don't want your money. They want you to do whatever they say. Like that. And so this is why they ban the practice. They figure we can control the people. Meaning y'all live in a system where y'all are controlled. Y'all are controlled because y'all are on drugs. Whether it be pharmaceutical drugs or street drugs. Or just plain drink from the store. Like that. They will put a fake drought out here and make you niggas go crazy if they want y'all to be crazy. They know how addiction work. You take the drug from an addict, he gonna start to act crazy, irrational and shit. So here y'all are. You get my point? They move like that. Put a drug shortage in, make these motherfuckers that's addicts. They're gonna start losing their mind, crime or raise. We can capitalize off that. Then we gonna simmer things down by flooding this shit out with drugs. Everybody drug habits gonna be, everybody desires gonna be fulfilled. They gonna be chilling. Meaning when y'all got y'all drugs and shit y'all need, y'all chilling. Y'all got food, drugs, and cash flow, y'all chilling. When that shit starts stopping up, then y'all lose y'all goddamn mind. They control the drug flow, the cash flow, you dig? So in that they control when y'all chilling, when y'all don't. Like that. It's a system. It's simple order, simple sorcery. This is what a sorcerer do. He makes spells, that's language. This is to control your brain. First you gotta speak my language, nigga, and no other language. So I teach your babies my language. Now when I tell them shit, they know what to do. You get it? If I go tell an Arabic speaking person some shit, they gonna be looking at me like, what are you saying? I don't know what you talking about. I can't do nothing you telling me to do. I don't even know you telling me to do something because I don't know what you saying. And so again, you gotta teach them a language first. In that language gonna control their brain. Y'all know English, so y'all know Jesus Christ and a whole religion and a whole bunch of children's tales and everything that go with English, y'all know it. It controls y'all thoughts and how y'all view things. That part. Same with a Muslim or an Arabic person. Islam come with the language. All the children's tales and things that all Arabic people speaking people know, it came with the language. Like that. Take away the language from y'all don't got no religion, y'all don't got no God and none of that shit no more. That came with that. That part. So this is what a sorcerer was of old. Somebody who understood roots and spells. Meaning they understood what substances lie in which plants, the roots of them, and they understood things like creating language. Language being something coming from the medu netta. So you have to understand ancient Egyptian science, meaning you have to understand the medu netta and how to pull a language from it. This language will correlate with all other languages, and you're going to use this language the same way everybody else that made a language did, to control a whole nation of people, and they be the shepherd king over that nation. Like that. Meaning, I'm the first nigga boy, slave boy descendant that actually know what the colonizers know. That part. If this was slave times, y'all, they would hang me in front of y'all and cut my dick off in front of y'all so y'all could see, like, the smartest and strongest amongst y'all will kill them, like. Put the fear of God in y'all, then give y'all a book to put more fears of God in y'all. Like that. True stories, too. This happened to people in the past. They're strung up in front of all the blacks, all their own people. The people idolize this person because they strong or something. They whack that nigga right in front of them. Cut his dick off. They cut his dick off. He caught a fish and fell. So it's a deep thing. Excuse my language. I like to keep things a little raw and real. Salam, shalom, young man, Oval. He said as long as I'm here, he planned on bringing back vampires. Something wrong with some of y'all. Okay, Oval. Settle down, champ. And so everything that we live and everything they do, I see it because I just know what I know what this shit start off for. Meaning everything is just colonization. Everything y'all got is just to confuse, keep y'all confused. So y'all got nationalities and history and all this stupid shit to confuse y'all. Any continent you could think of, colonizers came there, had chopped down the trees, took all the resources, built up buildings and things, and all the indigenous people that were there. These is your brown skinned people. They put them to work, mixed breeded with them. That first generation, which is half mixed, they become your natives of the land. You know, they chiefs of the tribes and shit like that. They all brainwashed out they goddamn self. You know, all they know is colonizers' ways for the most part. And so this is the beginnings of that. And that's everywhere. Anywhere you could think of. In its time. And so from there they gonna separate the people into different nationalities depending on whatever they name the place. So you got a bunch of countries on the continent and every country got a name and the people gonna take the name of that place. It's just a system in an order. Of course, these people are mixed breeded with colonizers who are white. And they brown skin and short pygmies. So you're going to get different varieties amongst them now. You get it? Some of them going to be real light. Some of them going to be real dark. And they going to classify them. You know? According to nationality. Which is a made up thing. It's just sorcery. Sin against man, basically. Indigenous man, that is. That's original man. So it's a deep thing. It's happening right now in the Amazon rainforest. Y'all kids are gonna be traveling to the Amazon rainforest to cities over there with beaches and shit. And gonna have the natives of that place, which is gonna be indigenous men that's mixed in with colonizers, you know, mixed breed descendants. And they gonna be the natives of that place. Completely confused on what the hell is going on. Completely confused that that shit happened in America in 1492. You get it? Like that. So, kind of grasps a deep thing. Oval said, I'm definitely going to study roots and spells. There's nowhere you can study roots and spells. Do your ears work, young man? I just told you they killed all the witches of old and it's illegal. Meaning, who you gonna learn it from? I ain't teaching you. You don't even know how to listen. So I definitely wouldn't teach it to you. You damn near half retarded. The point I'm telling you is this. You can't learn it nowhere. Whatever small few people know, whatever little small pieces they know, they ain't about to tell you it. Why would they? You just a kid. Hello? Hello? Yes. Whew, it's getting a little chilly out here. Now, if y'all have any questions, y'all can ask. I kind of lost my train of thought. Berry said, how come Asians and Japanese people look so different from us? Because they're a part of the Heron folk. So, like I said, y'all are too lost into learning fake history and nationalities and things. Y'all learn it from the perspective of the slave, not from the perspective of the colonizers that put all of this on y'all. So, you get it? But Japanese and Chinese people are a part of the Heron folk. It's like I tell y'all, it all starts with cone-head albinos. They're not white people or black people. They're cone-headed albinos. They have like white hair. You ever watch Chinese movies and you see the Chinese man, he has a white beard, white eyebrows, white hair? Just like that. Except their head was cone. Usually in the Chinese movie, he has like a ponytail on the top of his head. He looks cone-headed. That's not a mistake. That's a specific descriptive look of something of old. And so, like I said, it starts with conehead white albinos, not white people. Cone-headed white albinos. This is why when you look at old Viking hats, it's cone-shaped. Think of the hat Flavor Flav likes to play around with and wear. The Viking hat. Now notice how it's coned. Who the fuck, who gonna make a hat coned if they head ain't like that? Cone-headed albinos of old. And they look Chinese, like slanted-eyed, and some of them didn't have slanted eyes, but they were all cone-headed albinos. These are your first colonizers. So these is the peoples that would have colonized, Egypt, Europe, from there Asia, down on into the Middle East, Iran. You get my point? As they're colonizing, they're mixed breeding in with the people of the land, which would be short, brown-skinned pygmies. And so you get many different varieties of people now. And in turn, these cone-headed albinos are now becoming the white races that y'all see. Meaning, it's adding pigment to them. So now their hair is like red, or brown, or black, or blonde, yellow. You get it? It's adding pigment to them. Their eyes are now like blue and brown. They're not just albino anymore, where everything's white and chalky. And so, when you read in ancient stories of, the gods coming in, the description of Enki is basically white. White skin, blue eyes, hair the color of the sun, meaning blonde. You get it? So he would have been the descendants after your cone-headed albinos. He would have been the beginning of your white races. At that same time, you got these indigenous pygmies. They're becoming modern day minorities that y'all see. Like that. Minorities and majorities. This is not to say more than and less than. This is to say like major arcana and minor arcana. This is your tarot card thing. This is all sorcery. Y'all know it all wrong, so y'all don't understand these things. But the major arcana cards are more important than the minor ones, if you're familiar with tarot cards. This is what majority and minority means. It's not to say there's more white people, but it's to say that, they're more important. Major arcana, minor arcana are majority, minority. Now, I'm not saying that's accurate. I'm just saying y'all get y'all language and y'all get y'all perspective in things from colonizers, which are white. So, like I said, according to their perspective, they're the majority, which means that they're better. If you're white in today times, you didn't make up these laws, so you don't have to convince me anything. You don't have to run on a rant and say, oh, this is racism. I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm explaining ancestry, your ancestry, mine's, whoever's. Simple. I didn't say you cut off anyone's dick and turned them up. You get it? Relax. I'm just explaining simple histories of life. Solace, what is your favorite animal? Dead one on my plate. Gods love meat. Salam shalom. Let me stop. Y'all are just disturbing in today times. I have to watch what I say to y'all. Some of y'all gonna steal that. Ask me what my favorite animal is, just so you can say that. A dead one on my plate, cause the gods like meat. Yeah, I gotta remember I used to rap, sell dope and shit. So I got that swag, I got that vernacular, like I know how to say things y'all ain't really heard before. That y'all gonna grasp like grasp. I've had everybody in life damn near say that shit. It's a deep thing, try and grasp. Jacob Fiala said, I grasp. Yeah, indeed. That's why I say shit like Big Usain. You'll be like, this nigga like a rapper almost. It's just habits. I'm sorry. The older I get, I guess they'll just leave. Like, in my mind, I'm the wisest person on the planet. You know, author, scholar, scientist, many different things. My body still drop keys in the water to itself. So I don't. You gotta get it all together, you know, in time. Like I said, the older I get, I'm not that old. Y'all forget that. I'm only 39, so I'm wise, but I'm still young. So I'm gonna be like a rock star, like wild. Where y'all like, man, this nigga too fucking wild. I'm young. Wise men usually like 70. I fucking accomplished that shit by 39, but I'm still 39. So you get it? I'm gonna be flashy and I'm gonna be an asshole. It just come with being young. It just come with being the baby at your shit. Like, it's deep. Salam, shalom, Jacob Fiala. Indeed. My favorite animal is the insects. They're the most ruthless. They have the most complex biologies, meaning their makeup. Some of them have 8 arms and shit. Like they're like what your movie monsters are based on. When y'all go to the movies and y'all watch movies of monsters and y'all see strange monsters, a lot of these characters are based on the insects and the way that they attack. And like I said, insects are the most ruthless creatures on the planet, so I guess that's why they made them so small. Because we'll all be dead if insects were our size. Like, they're ruthless. They have no emotions. You feel me? A fly will kill your ass and won't think about it. If a fly was your size, you would not want to see that motherfucker standing before you and what it could do to you. You get my point? Meaning these things is ruthless. You got beetles, scorpions, these things will sting. Imagine a bee your size and how its sting would be bigger than a rifle's bullet. Like that. A bee's sting is damn near the same size as the bee. Imagine a bee your size stinging you. You getting stung with something your size. Like that. These things is ruthless. Meaning the insects, they ruthless. Mosquitoes bite y'all twice they size. They have no fear. They will come right up on you. They know you're gonna slap them and kill them. They don't care. They will feed right on you. You get it? When you're dealing with the insects, they are the predators. Meaning they feed on they feed on the top of the food chain. They don't care. The fly be right on the lion nose, bugging the shit out of them. They have no fear. They ruthless. Fathom. So these is the things I study in life, you know. I guess that's why I'm a little ruthless in my ways, but there's ruthless beyond, you know, what y'all can fathom. So insects are the king of the jungle, truly, because they feed on the big things. Mosquitoes feed on lions, humans. They don't feed on their own. You get it? They don't feed on other insects like, well, they do. They don't care. They eat them too. They ruthless. Oval said, if they are ruthless, then the entity that created them must be ruthless. Ain't no if they. Salam, champ. Don't insult me. You say if they, that's to say if I'm right. I ain't got time to play with you, Chin. I said insects. You nigga, you heard me. I said insects is they the most ruthless. Can't nobody tell me I'm wrong on that. Wouldn't no scientist. I couldn't see no scientist being that stupid to say, nah, he wrong. The scientists may not have thought about that because they don't care about that topic. But I couldn't see them saying, no, he wrong. Hell nah, he definitely right. The insects are insane. Like, they are insane, and y'all know that. They will bug y'all all goddamn night. They don't care. Like, if it's summertime and it's hot enough for them to be out, they out and they doing a predator thing on any and everything you could think of, from the plants to the animals to the people. Period. And that's what they do. And I love them. That's OD, right? And I love them most, and that's that. They're a good source of they're a good source of protein. Basically, they're good food. Of course, if you tell someone that that lives in a city of Babylon, they eat cows, lambs, they eat all kind of shit. They eat they eat slime out of a shell. It's called a mussel. But if you tell them to eat an insect, for some reason that is just disgusting to them. Not eating a cow's ass. That's not. You get it? That's just regular shit to go buy dead animals out the supermarket. Already strunk, wrapped up, and it's all bloody and shit. That's regular. But to eat a fly, oh my God, that's crazy. And so, like I said, man, the insects, you probably get the best protein from them. Meaning, five roaches is equal to a whole meal, man. Like, no cap, blood. I'll tell you real shit. Five cockroaches is the equivalent of a whole full course meal. Can't no scientist tell you I'm lying. Roach milk. Ain't no milk better than roach milk, but you gonna need a hella roach. Well, you probably wouldn't even need hella roaches because they milk so powerful. I'm a scientist for real. A lot of y'all think I'm like a scientist. When I say I'm an independent scientist, it means I like to do my own thing without nobody telling me what I can and can't do, and what I can experiment on and can't. And so I just do my own thing. I understand science the way it's taught in school, and I understand it better than that too. Because I do my own studying on my own spare time. I got shit to do, you hear me? But don't worry about all of that. I got it. But I'm a real scientist, meaning I can go to school and pass whatever tests they got. I can go to a science school and teach them shit that they could literally well, they wouldn't probably, cause well, they might. Like I have an invention of breast milk where I make breast milk from bees. Bees, honeybees, of course, they get the nectar from plants. They transcend that over into what y'all know as honey, storing it in the combs. This is how a woman's breasts work, meaning she has alveoli cells within her breast. They're like bees in a honeycomb, meaning the inside of a woman's breast is like a honeycomb. It has the little holes, and it has, I don't want to say nerves, but let's say nerve strings going towards the nipple from every individual cone. Every individual hole in the cone. So the alveoli cells in a woman's breast is taking the semen and transcending it over into breast milk. Because a woman can't have breast milk unless she gets semen. Meaning once she gets semen, she conceives a child, then everything starts turning on, and the extra semen. She doesn't push anything out. meaning she doesn't have a period and shit like that. So everything stays and transcends into something new. So the egg cell transcends into a body, so on and so forth. The semen, the excess of it, it transcends into breast milk. Of course, there's semen on the sperm cell. This goes into the egg. So you get it? Everything's doing what it does. But the alveoli cells in a woman's breast is transcending the semen over into breast milk. This is why breast milk looks like semen. Of course, I have this written in my magazine. This is copyrighted information, but you can visit wiseservant.org or upscaleknowledge.org and purchase the magazines. Like I said, this information is in there in detail, but the alveoli cells in the breast, they turn the semen over into breast milk the same way that the bees take the nectar, which is like semen, from the flowers or plants, and then they transcend it over into thick honey. You get it? It's the same process. As above, so below, as within, so without. You know, this is sorcerer lingo. So you got the grasp. That's an invention I have that no scientist or chemist has done yet. They have y'all like on Simulac, like fake milk. So you can use the bees to make breast milk. It'll be honey-like, probably better than breast milk, but it'll be like milky honey. So it'll be great for kids, you know. It'll be everything honey is. Honey being medicinal. I take a teaspoon of honey every day. Maybe this is why I don't get sick. I don't know. But honey's medicinal. There's a lot of things. I don't know. Y'all can all get one-on-ones, like I said, if y'all want on certain things. I have an abundance of wisdom. A lot of y'all are unhealthy for no reason. Just learn. That's all I can tell you. That's what I'm here for. And so I have inventions, many different ones. That's one of them. But the point is, I'm a real scientist, meaning I can do real things. And so everything that's being done in the system, I kind of already know, like, what they're doing. Like how they use the stars against y'all. This is a part of colonization. Colonization has a whole blueprint. And so stars is a part of this blueprint. They're basically, the gestures are puppets of the elites, and they're used to, you know, manipulate the elites' will upon the masses. So the elites tell the stars what to say and do, and the stars say and do it to y'all. Y'all idolize them, and so in turn y'all oblige. And get my point? Like that whole vaccination thing. The stars are now telling y'all to get it. They're all popping up saying that they got COVID and they got the shot. And they probably don't, but they're just saying it because there's a bag in it for them, or there's some type of favor down the line. So sacrifice y'all away for the elites. And that y'all do what the elites want y'all to do, which is get vaccinated. So, it's a deep thing. Big Usier speaking. I have to slide out. My charge has died. Stay in good spirits. Learn as much as you can. Salam, shalom.